सीधे आपको लाइव तस्वीरें दिखाएंगे जहां पर मुख्यमंत्री मोहन यादव नई दिल्ली में मौजूद हैं। प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आयोजित की गई है। ये लाइव तस्वीरें आपके सामने उद्योग और वाणिज्य मंत्रियों के साथ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करने के दौरान की है। दिल्ली के सुषमा स्वराज भवन में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आयोजित की गई है।
In the large scale as well as the small scale, even if it is the small industry, micro industry, and I think our figures will speak for that. And lastly, I would like to say that we are confident today. We have always grown big against challenges, as you rightly said and put forward. Or we all of us together, when we talk of our Bharat, when we talk of our country, you need somebody to integrate that together. Our Honorable Prime Minister has done it at the topmost level. You are doing it at the industrial level, at the commerce level. And just as you have said a little while earlier, while we may lose something from the Trumpism, as I would call it, we will gain from the rest of the world. In fact, it is challenging all of us. We will rise to the challenge with your support, with your blessing, and with your progressive policies. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Shri Manjinder Singh Sirsa, Minister Industries, Delhi.
Thank you, the Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal ji, the Honorable Chief Minister Mohan Yadav ji और सभी हमारे स्टेट्स के मिनिस्टर्स और सभी ऑफिसरगण, मैं आपका धन्यवाद करता हूँ आज के इस उद्योग समागम के लिए। माननीय मंत्री जी, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, दिल्ली आपको पता ही है बड़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सी सिटी है। इंडस्ट्री यहाँ लाएं तो दिक्कत है, ना लाएं तो दिक्कत है। अब हमारा चैलेंज क्या है कि पोल्यूटिंग सिटियों का एक दर्जा इसको मिल चुका है, तो ना तो हम बड़ी इंडस्ट्री हमारे यहाँ पर पहले भी नहीं आती थी और आगे भी नहीं, लेकिन हमने आपके जो दिशा निर्देश अनुसार बहुत सारे रिफॉर्म्स हमने पिछले 7-8 महीनों में इस गवर्नमेंट के आने के बाद दिए हैं। मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ 1952 तक से ये था कि लाइसेंसिंग जो थी एमसीडी से लाइसेंस लेना पड़ता था। 1952 से लेकर अब तक ये प्रॉब्लम चल रही थी, हमने इसको ईज आउट किया है, इसको खत्म किया है। हमने ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस के तहत अब तक ऐसे 33 रिफॉर्म्स लेके आए हैं जिसका बहुत बड़ा इंडस्ट्री को इम्पैक्ट हुआ है। पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान को भी हमने यहाँ पे अपडेट करके अभी इम्प्लीमेंट करना शुरू किया है। हमारा फोकस है आईटी बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज। हम नई इंडस्ट्री पॉलिसी भी ला रहे हैं और हमारे पास तकरीबन अभी 1500 एकड़ ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है, ग्रीन लैंड है जिसको हम डेवलप करने जा रहे हैं। तो हमने ऐसे इनिशिएटिव्स दिए हैं कि अगर आप आईटी बेस्ड नॉन पोल्यूटिंग इंडस्ट्री लेके आएंगे तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के लिए भी हम आपको सब्सिडीज और अलाउंसेस देंगे। तो हमारा दिल्ली के अंदर वेयर हाउसिंग से लेके लॉजिस्टिक पार्क, इस तरह के हम नए इनिशिएटिव्स लाना चाह रहे हैं जिससे इंडस्ट्री की ग्रोथ भी हो, सस्टेनेबल हो और पोल्यूशन भी ना हो। तो हमारा ये चैलेंज है, लेकिन हम इसको जरूर सक्सीड करेंगे। मैं आपका धन्यवाद करता हूँ, आपने हमें समागम में बुलाया और बोलने का मौका दिया। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।
मैं सिरसा जी के लिए वेट कर रहा था। कल बहुत ही दुखद घटना हुई है दिल्ली रेड फोर्ट पे। हम सब 2 मिनट के लिए मौन में खड़े होते हैं एज अ मार्क ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑल दोस। ओम शांति।
सर, अब आज के आखिरी वक्ता माननीय मुख्यमंत्री मध्य प्रदेश सर से मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि सर आप अपने आशीर्वचन से हमें अनुग्रहित करें। एमपी का पहले आप वीडियो चला दीजिए।
मध्य प्रदेश, reshaping the future of governance. Where governance is digital, delivery is seamless, and development is inclusive. From reforms to results, the Madhya Pradesh model.
MP इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए देश के टॉप के राज्यों में उसने अपना स्थान बना लिया।
Guided by the vision of Atmanirbhar Madhya Pradesh and Viksit Bharat at 2047, the state has built a transformative reform architecture, where 5 powerful pillars are driving a new era of ease, speed, and confidence in doing business. At the core of this transformation lies the Invest MP portal, one of India's most advanced single window systems, which is integrated with central and state online systems. from AI-driven feasibility reports and online approvals to unified payments and faceless no-query incentive processing. Every service is now just one click away.
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और उनके मार्गदर्शन में मध्य प्रदेश सरकार सतत विकास और औद्योगिक निवेश की दिशा में लगातार आगे बढ़ रही है। मध्य प्रदेश एक बेहतर भविष्य को आकार दे रहा है।
The state's reform momentum is backed by bold legislative action. Under the Madhya Pradesh उद्योगों की स्थापना एवं परिचालन का सरलीकरण अधिनियम 2023, a first of its kind law, new industries enjoy 3 years of exemption from 22 approvals, ensuring faster project commissioning. The initiative has benefited investors across large industries and MSMEs, transforming intent into impact. Madhya Pradesh has become the first state in India to introduce the Madhya Pradesh Jan Vishwas Act 2024 and the Madhya Pradesh Jan Vishwas Act 2025, decriminalizing 108 provisions across 26 acts, thereby shifting from a culture of punishment to a culture of trust, transparency and responsive governance. Strengthening the foundation of ease of living and ease of doing business, the state has undertaken massive compliance reforms. Over 2,600 compliances and repealed 925 obsolete laws. Key innovations include National E-Governance Gold Award-winning system, Sampada 2.0, India's first faceless property registration system. Cyber Tehsil initiative under Revenue Case Management System integrated with Sampada 2.0 has revolutionized and simplified the land management processes like Namantran, Simankan and change of land use. Labor Case Management System and Revenue Case Management System for digital and time-bound resolution of labor and revenue cases. And a GIS-based online land allotment system which has provision of deemed approvals and is integrated with India Industrial Land Bank. With 18 progressive sectoral policies and bold reforms in labor, environment and citizen services, Madhya Pradesh is scripting a new chapter of India's growth, which is backed by time-bound online service delivery through platforms like Index Portal and the E-Seva Portal. Welcome to Madhya Pradesh, a state where reform is not just policy but purpose.
मध्य प्रदेश की ओर से आज के इस उद्योग समागम में माननीय मंत्री पीयूष गोयल जी, इस अवसर पर मौजूद सभी माननीय राज्य के सभी माननीय मंत्रीगण, और जिस प्रकार से हमारा माननीय यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में देश में एक तरह से ये स्वर्णिम काल चल रहा है और हर राज्य ने अपनी अपनी बहुत अच्छी भूमिका निभाई। हमने भी अपने राज्य के अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा अगर ध्यान दिया तो उद्योग और रोजगार पे दिया है। मेरी अपनी ओर से बहुत बहुत बधाई। सारी बातें उसमें आ गई, इसलिए दोहराने की जरूरत नहीं। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Now, as we come to conclusion and before award ceremony, I would like to request Honorable CIM sir to kindly guide all the states and motivate all the states for better performance in EUDP initiatives. Sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Minister Madhya Pradesh, माननीय श्री मोहन यादव जी, सभी मित्र उद्योग मंत्री अलग अलग प्रदेशों से, सेक्रेटरी DPIIT श्री अमरदीप सिंह भाटिया, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी हिमानी पांडे जी, विभिन्न राज्यों से आए सभी उच्च अधिकारीगण, मित्रों, मैं थोड़ा अंग्रेजी और हिंदी मिक्स करके बोलता हूं क्योंकि अलग अलग राज्य के लोग हैं, सो काइंडली बेयर विद मी. A very warm welcome to all of you who have come from far and taken the effort to participate in Udyog Samagam. While we did receive some ministers' regrets for very valid reason, I think Karnataka minister had a marriage in his family, but many states have not even bothered to reply. And I want to convey to all those states through their officers, if at all they have at least sent their officers, that this has been taken very seriously. It only shows that they don't seem to be interested to be a part of the team working towards industrial development. Of course, there was no reason for Honorable Chief Minister to come. His minister was here. But he still made an effort because he also holds industry in addition to being Chief Minister. While he sent his MSME minister, he still thought it prudent that I will also come. It shows a seriousness, एक उत्साह है, एक प्रतिबद्धता है, एक संकल्प है कि हमें आगे बढ़ना है और साथ में बढ़ना है. We have to work together as a team. Those who have no time to come even for such an important event or discussion, or ultimately we learn from each other. एक दूसरे को देख देख के सीखते हैं ना कि आगे हम क्या सुधार सकते हैं. मेरी तो कल्पना है कि अब मंत्रियों का सेशन खत्म होगा, उसके बाद भी अगर कोई मंत्री रहना चाहे तो अच्छी बात है, पर अधिकारी जब एंगेज करेंगे और उसमें आप भी अगर रहे तो आपको भी ध्यान में आएगा. हर स्टेट के कोई अच्छे प्रैक्टिसेस होते हैं. Tamil has some of the best municipal governance laws when we studied it, and we had actually requested all states to study it and see if you can emulate. I was just seeing Jan Vishwas Bill of Madhya Pradesh, a good bill, good effort to remove obsolete laws, decriminalize simple offences. People should not have tension while doing work or business. If we start learning from each other, we can do wonders. And the purpose of such an interaction is, and without any political differences, my Prime Minister has categorically told me, election, we can keep fighting with each other as much as we want. The day election gets over, every state is equal. I am Minister for Commerce and Industry for India, which is 140 crore people. Every state, every union territory is equal. And I can tell you, you can ask Mr. Raja, and again going to Tamil Nadu, not for any particular reason, but when he asked me for land from salt land, right? I had already allotted it to the Port Trust, which is a central government undertaking. I cancelled that and I gave it to Tamil Nadu. There's no politics in between. What is good for the country? Whoever uses the land faster, better, productive purposes, and for national good, he should get it. I had a problem with Kerala, some international investor who had a problem. I had no hesitation in calling up my good friend and brother Rajiv, who was the best member of parliament I have seen in 15 years. And I had no problem in calling him up and telling him to help, because the international company is planning to invest billions of dollars in India. And that investment of billions of dollars will help everybody, will help India. And he was so gracious that state went out of the way. And that's how we have to work as a team. अगर हम सब ने एक साथ मिलके इस दृष्टिकोण से काम किया, खुले मन से, खुले दिल से एक दूसरे से सीखा, समझा, आप एक कदम आगे बढ़िए, हम 10 कदम आगे बढ़ने को तैयार हैं. आपकी कुछ पॉलिसीज है, हमारी कुछ पॉलिसीज है, मिलके जब लागू करेंगे तो दुनिया कहां से कहां बदल सकते हैं. एंड अल्टीमेटली इंडस्ट्री रिक्वायर्स अ फ्यू एलिमेंटरी थिंग्स. Law and order. Ultimately, I can't do law and order. It will have to be the states. Time-bound approvals, center and states. Corruption-free environment. In industry, people are yearning that we should get building plan approvals quickly, licenses quickly, no harassment day-to-day basis, time-bound approvals, no physical interface, inspectors coming to the factory. I remember, as a young child, when I started my factory when I was only 16 or 17, the biggest fear was to reach the factory in the morning and to see a white ambassador car standing outside your factory. क्यों चैतन्य जी? ठीक है ना? सफेद ambassador क्या देखी फैक्ट्री के बाहर पिस्सू छूट जाते थे, पसीने आ जाते थे. We don't want to create that atmosphere in the country. We want to make it very nice, comfortable, friendly, a partnership between industry and government. And I offer my central government support 100% to you, all of you, in your effort to decriminalize laws, reduce compliance burden, make ease of doing business better and better. Remove all the impediments in Shop and Establishment Act, labor laws, environment. So difficult to get an environment approval. I was with the data center people yesterday. They said the biggest problem is getting an electricity connection or a building approval plan, a building plan approval, or to get land allotment at a reasonable price. We are of course setting up 20 industrial parks with you in partnership. Different states, different parks are coming up in almost all the states. Now 100 more parks policy is just on the verge of being finalized. The budget announcement was there. I wish every state offers themselves in a competitive mode. It will be a challenge. Whoever gives the best locations, best land, we'll approve that and start investing in your state jointly with you. Land you give, infrastructure we'll create out of the central government funds and together promote industry. And let's think of innovative ways to allot land. If we burden people, like for data centers we need land in Maharashtra. Land is in Mumbai 50 crore rupees an acre. How can we attract investment? We'll have to give innovative models. Maybe first 5 years, don't charge them anything. After that, it could be leased. I remember one innovative scheme Madhya Pradesh had come out with in Indore, from where Honorable Chief Minister is, that region. They built buildings and gave full ready-made building to software companies in Indore at 10 or 15 rupees a square foot, only maintenance cost. Entire building was constructed and given up. Aapko yaad hai na? 5-7 saal pehle ki baat hai. And entire software industry like honeybees went to Indore, and they have a huge complex in Indore in software now. Now that small investment initially of the state has got lakhs of jobs in that state. Ultimately we are all working to create jobs, to create economic activity, increase the GDP of our area, increase the income of our people. So it will have to be a collective effort. Let us all see how we can give better industrial policies. See, you may think industrial policy, you are giving up something. It's a very small thing you are giving up. But you are getting a big return. You're getting investment, you're creating jobs, you will have permanent source of income through GST. You will get economic activity around the industrial investment. Dhabe khulenge, hotel aayenge, infrastructure banega, bijli bikegi, pani bikega. It has many benefits. But of course, one thing I would like to caution you, there's a big concern that states promise incentives but don't pay incentives. I would request everybody to consider, particularly to earn the trust of investors, to create escrow mechanisms where third party certifies the eligibility for incentive and automatically the incentive is paid on time. Whichever state takes an initiative and does this, I promise you maximum industry will come in your state. Because they don't want the jute ghisse nahi hai, har incentive ko leke jaane ke liye. Create a good third party, State Bank can be a party, SIDBI, or some good reputed company who will verify everything, and directly the payment of incentives will be made through an escrow mechanism. You can escrow one of your receivables or to use the RBI mechanism and ensure and guarantee that nobody will ever have to come and sit on your doorstep for incentives. And I remember when we did the LED bulbs program, Ujala, 30% of the cost of the bulb came down only because I gave all the suppliers who won the tender in the auction my mobile number. That if on 30th day you don't get payment, call me up. I didn't get a single call because officers were so scared they made sure payment was made before 30 days by RTGS in the account of the supplier. It can be done, but we have to earn the trust of industry. And an escrow mechanism is strongly recommended, particularly where people are facing a lot of delays in getting incentives. Similarly, we must look at area approach. Today, an international investor from a big pharma company came. He has already invested 6,000 crores. His plan is to invest another 5,000 crores. And he commits research of worth about 4,500 crores in the next 3 to 4 years, in addition. You know what his problem was? The road from the airport to his factory is a complete shambles. He is embarrassed to take his board of directors whom he had brought to that factory. There were garbage piles all along the route. Swachhata was not taken care of. Now, small things. Of course, I am sitting next to the Chief Minister whose city comes number 1 in Swachhata every year, I think, for so many years. Indore, Bhopal, Jabalpur for 7 years number 1, Indore. Why can't we all do that? Swachhata, better roads, quality of electricity. Maybe some of the states think about it. Don't do cross-subsidy with manufacturing. Give manufacturing power at reasonable cost. See how many more jobs you will create, and those bills will be paid. So your revenue of your production costs of power or procurement costs plus some reasonable profit. When you cross-subsidize and make it 8 and 10 and 12 rupees a unit, very difficult to attract industry or investment. Small things can have a big impact. Easy approvals, long-term approvals, or automatic approval. For example, suppose you were to give environment approval within 7 days, based on trust, that you give all these certificates, third-party certificates, that you have this requirement is fulfilled. Get a third-party certificate, you qualify or you accredit a 20, 30, 50 good quality third parties. Let them confirm it, and on that self-certification you give environment approval in 7 days. And then you can keep inspecting whenever you want to ensure that it's an honest self-certification. Ensure you give speaking orders so that no rent seeking can take place. For an officer to write a speaking order is very difficult unless it is genuinely a case which deserves to be punished. There should be a proper speaking order. This reasons, this is what I have verified, this is the lacunae, therefore this is the punishment or this is the fine. So you will find that no orders will come, no corruption will happen. Even as ministers or chief ministers, it's our duty to make sure we are keeping a watch. Do we have a dashboard? Are we ensuring time-bound approvals are happening? Do we have a Janta Darbar where we meet industry from time to time to find out their pain points? So I think if we work together, particularly in the principle, if you recall, Prime Minister Modi in 2014 had said, zero defect, zero effect. Focus on quality, focus on sustainability. दुनिया सस्टेनेबिलिटी को वैल्यू करेगी. पर्यावरण आज जरूरी हो गया. अभी शीर्षा जी कह रहे थे, आप सबको उसकी चिंता करनी पड़ेगी. स्वच्छता भी उसी का भाग है. और पर्यावरण को अगर हमने नहीं संभाला तो हमारे प्रदेश का भविष्य अच्छा नहीं है, उद्योग भी नहीं आएगा. साथ ही साथ क्वालिटी के ऊपर हमें बल देना है. हम केंद्र की तरफ से क्वालिटी कंट्रोल ऑर्डर्स ला रहे हैं, पर उनको सुविधाजनक तरीके से काम करने मिले. कोई जेन्युइन डिफिकल्टी है तो दिल्ली तक आए.
तो एहसास हो रहा कि इतना सुंदर वो समय था तो ये कम सुंदर नहीं है. जोरदार अभिनंदन करें हमारे पीयूष जी के इस सुंदर समापन के लिए, जो काम के आधार पर प्रेरणा भी दे रहे, नवाचार के लिए प्रेरित भी कर रहे, अपनी व्यवस्थाओं के प्रति केंद्र की जो सक्रिय मदद होना चाहिए और जिस प्रकार का समय भी चल रहा है उसके रिजल्ट भी आते दिखाई दे रहे हैं। ये बात सही है कि 2014 का पहले का समय और आज का समय ये इसी प्रकार के प्रोत्साहन देने वाले कार्यक्रमों के आधार पर है। मैं जानता हूं कि जब मंत्रिमंडल का बंटवारा हुआ तो ये चुनौती हमारे पास भी थी, बहुत तेज गति से, लेकिन इंडस्ट्रियों के हाल हमारे बहुत थोड़े अच्छे नहीं थे। लेकिन हमने अपने राज्य की इतनी बड़ी भौगोलिक सीमा में भी रीजनल इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव करते हुए कि हर रीजन में हमारी इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव होना चाहिए। अब अंदाज लगा सकते इस बात का कि भोपाल 1956 में बना राजधानी, लेकिन जीआईएस हमारी सरकार बनने के बाद पहली बार हुई। जीआईएस भी जब भी होगी केवल इंदौर में होती थी, राजधानी भोपाल में नहीं होना। लेकिन मैं इसलिए भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने न केवल प्रोत्साहन दिया बल्कि एक रात पहले आए और उन्होंने कहा कि मैं यहाँ रहूंगा। और ये हमारे लिए तो वहाँ अधिकारियों के सबके हाथ पांव फूल गए थे कि पहले भोपाल में कैसे जीआईएस होगी, कभी कराया नहीं, ऊपर से प्रधानमंत्री का आना और रुकना, ये और बड़ा चुनौती का। लेकिन ये सब चीजों का हल निकलता, मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है। ऐसे बहुत सारे नवाचार हमने किए हैं, जैसे आईटी के सेक्टर में हमारे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के बड़े बड़े कैंपस ऐसे ही खाली थे जिनके लैंड बैंक बड़ा था, तो जहां हमको लैंड की दिक्कत थी तो उनको पार्टनर बना करके टेक्निकल साइड से भी ऐसे कई सारे सेक्टर में आगे बढ़ते हुए आज समय की थोड़ी सी सीमितता हुई है और आपको बैठक में जाना, आपने पुनः मुझे बोलने का धन्यवाद मैं आपको देता हूँ। माननीय पीयूष जी, आपके नेतृत्व में निश्चित रूप से हम सब ऐसे अलग अलग राज्यों के माध्यम से भारत माता की सेवा करते रहे। पुनः आपका आभार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Now, as we move toward felicitation ceremony, I would like to request Additional Secretary Srimati Himani Pandey to introduce.
Before that, if anybody has anything to supplement, Himani ji, yes. We just give an opportunity to all the ministers. If anybody wants to add anything, you're free to. If any senior official has anything to add very pointedly, please raise your hand and let us know. Then we'll do the awards and we'll wind up the program. If anybody wants to add anything, any officer of the states whose ministers have not come also can speak.
Sir, UP and Kerala is requesting for videos.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to Kerala, where nature, people, and industry come together to power sustainable, investment-ready growth. Kerala, the state with the highest literacy rate and Human Development Index. India's first fully digital state, leading in mobile and optic fiber reach. Globally connected through international airports, major seaports, and strong road networks. With world-class healthcare, quality education, and empowered citizens. Here begins the roadmap to achieving excellence and ease of doing business reforms. 2017, Investment Facilitation Cell launched. 2018, MSME regulations simplified through omnibus amendments. 2019, K-Swift single window and online inspections go live. 2020, roll out of in-principle approval for MSMEs. 2021, Investment Facilitation Bureau and Sunny Committee ease big project clearances. 2022, 105 obsolete acts repealed. Year of Enterprises and Digital Grievance Redressal. 2023, new industrial policy, 22 sunrise sectors. Mission 1000 for MSMEs. 2024, nationally, Kerala is a top achiever in the government of India's Business Reform Action Plan. 2025, 425 plus EOIS and 48 precursor events ahead of Invest Kerala Global Summit. K-Swift, Kerala's digital single window for fast clearances. 120 services across 22 departments. One common form, online payments, digital permits, and 30-day timelines with alerts. KCIS centralizes inspections and brings transparency end-to-end. And our industrial land portal and app simplify site selection. We pair tech with touch. Help desks in every local body. Kerala's industrial policy delivers SGST refunds, investment subsidies, stamp duty exemptions, quality and sustainability incentives, and bespoke packages for large projects. KRIIS, rewarding industries that grow responsibly. Meet the Minister Forums and